Okay, so talking about solving by graphing, we are going to use Desmos, and it says using Desmos, round to the nearest thousandths place. So, just a reminder that when you do use Desmos, if you put in all this stuff equals zero, you're just going to end up with a graph that looks like this. And I want it to look like a parabola. So that is why I'm going to graph in Desmos y equals x squared plus 5x minus 8. So really what I'm doing is I'm saying y equals the left side of the equation, and then you could also say y equals the right side of the equation, but I don't need to do this because this is the y-axis. The x-axis, sorry. But the idea is to say y equals the left side of the equation and y equals the right side. And then the x values of the intersection points would be your solutions. Okay, so y equals left side, y equals the right side. Of course, when it's all set equal to zero, then I really don't need to do this. So I'm really just typing this equation into Desmos. So I have typed this equation into Desmos, and I have my answer right here. And so when I click on Desmos, it tells me all my important points. But the points that are the most important are just those x-intercepts. And so I am going to draw a little graph for myself, and I will draw this, and those x-intercepts are my solutions. So the x values of the x-intercepts are my solutions. Okay, so we will do a different kind for number 6. So for number 6, we're going to type in y equals the left side and y equals the right side. And I have already typed these in, so you can see that's y equals the left side and y equals the right side of the equation. So I have y equals 2 times x minus 4 quantity squared. That's what's graphed in blue. And y equals negative 3. That's what's graphed in green. And so what I get then is a parabola that looks like that, and then a line like this. And since there are no intersection points, then I know that I have no solution. Okay, and then finally for number 7, the third problem, I have everything on one side equals 0. So I can just type in the y equals, turn those off. Okay. So I can just type in the y equals 2x squared minus x minus 7. And then y equals 0 is again the x-axis. So where those intersect is just the x-intercepts. Okay. So I will draw my graph, and my parabola goes through negative 1.637 comma 0 and 2.1370. And so then my solutions are x equals negative 1.637 and x equals 2.137. And so that's how I will solve by graphing. Now I want to actually go back to this one and talk about the other way that I could have done it. So another way that I could have done this, I'm just going to move this down here. Another way to do it is to get everything on one side equal 0. So to do that, I would take my original equation and I would add 3 to both sides. So then I have 2 and then x minus 4 quantity squared, plus 3. Forgot the plus 3. Plus 3 equals 0. And then I would type into Desmos I would type y equals 2 times x minus 4 quantity squared plus 3, which I did do over here to show you what it would look like. Make that a green color, I think. Okay, so this is the equation 2 times the quantity x minus 4 plus 3, and you can see that here is, if I turn off the grid, you can see that there are the axes and my graph is above it. And so because there are no x-intercepts, I still have no solution. So since there's no x-intercepts, I'm still going to land at no solution for that guy. So that's the other way that you can do it. If you wanted to get something all on one side equal to 0, you're still looking for x-intercepts. So you would still get no solution that way as well.